the happy challenge, I think that a lot of us are starting to have is we're starting to be kind of the point of the sphere, the spear where IT is leading some of these initiatives. So I think in the most part, we have a lot of leaders that are used to being the note takers or the enablers versus the leaders. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm leading the digital strategy, and I'm not leading it in terms of which IT components, but rather what are we doing and how are we going to make revenue off of digital. And so I think the challenge there is a little bit of what are the skill sets that are required to lead a business, if you will, versus sit at the table with the business.
The other thing we need to do is get away from this notation of the business and us, and we keep saying that, and it's
You're right.
it keeps driving me crazy. But it's always been we want to be like the business. We are the business. We are an integral part of the business, as you just described. So I think it's interesting to figure out what that nomenclature is going to be, to not always keep saying the business and us, or we're supporting the business, or we're like the business. We are a business component.
I think that my organization within HBC is in fact a business. It's what I put up to my senior leaders. Either they will step to the plate as business people, or they'll be upskilled. So your challenge there, if you want to treat your IT like a business, if you want to be more than just an enabler, but you want to be that partner or that driver, you're going to have to put the right people in the right chairs. And the question is, how long do you have to do that? Do you have 6 months, a year, 2 years to coach people, or do you need to bring in some thought leadership and talent in order to jumpstart you?
So to a lot of the points that you've been making, Ron and Susan, about having people who can speak the business language first and understand the business process, that's something that we've done in Canada for about 15 years now. And it started with the CIO coming from the manufacturing business. But he was a kind of individual, because not everyone can do that, and that's been said here as well. He was the kind of individual that was sort of a chameleon, who could get into any kind of business and figure it out fairly quickly. And then he had his experts, behind the scenes. He had his directors behind the scenes that were the specialists in IT or whatever else. And he leveraged them very, very well. And he really changed the whole Canadian organization to a value-added proposition for IT, to being able to sit at the table. And we were aligned, as James, you were talking about, we were aligned to different business units. We had groups that sat with the senior business people, understood their business issues and problems, and we had our IT hat on, understanding what we could do to help that. But we spoke not just about an IT solution, but we participated at the table with their business problems and from a business perspective. So it was really a turning point, and combines a lot of what all of you are saying. Not easily done, took a while, but really set us apart.